There's a beautiful scene taking shape here. That down tree we finally cleaned up. We're working on the mulch pile. We're gonna get that all out of here. And then I'm probably gonna move the boats. And you'll see nothing but grass and an orchard fence here very soon. Very, very soon. Hopefully today. We put a big dent in that pile. We still gotta rake up the grass. But that tree covered this whole area here. It was big. I mean, look, the stuff comes way out here. That was a lot of brush from that tree. But we chopped it all up, stacked the firewood out in a pile, and we're processing the brush. Look at that. We got a big dent in that mulch pile. Hopefully we'll finish it today. That's going on the gardens. And yeah, then get this stuff out of here. Those chairs used to sit under the tree that is no longer. That's all that's left of it. And up in here, let me pause so I'm not all bouncy jerky walking. I took down the fence around my raspberry and strawberry plants, and I have repurposed it. Now I can get in, I can work it, no problems. And now the fence, you can probably not barely see it. The fence now goes from the corner of the wood fence all the way across, and I'll walk you over there. Right here is going to be a beautiful gate. I got to put some posts in, and I'll have a hinged gate. And over here, see, these are my winding pathways. We wind around, and I'll be back over here in a minute. There's another pathway and another gate I have to build. Goes all the way over to the watchtower. Ties in, so I can still get to that. And then my pathways Y out here and go on over to the other orchard. So this will very soon be totally rabbit proof. And yes, I'm probably going to put chicken wire on the bottom and laying out so that the rabbits don't dig in and get in here. So far they are able to get into the orchard over there, but everything over there is still protected from them. And I need the chickens and guineas to be able to run free out in that area. So for now, they have free reign out there. But this orchard is going to be protected from all critters. I'm working on cleaning up here. I'm using all the materials. Oops, I'm looking down too low. I'm using all the pipes and posts and materials. Then I'll be able to take out these temporary fencings, and I'll be able to reach my plants, which are now starting to grow, and I'll be able to get in here better to weed them, because right now I really can't access them. There's bee balm starting to come up. I'm worried though, because it's going to freeze again tomorrow night, so we'll see how it goes. And there's mint. It's incredible. All that came from one little tiny piece that I shoved in the ground here last year. I may have had two, but it's coming out all the way out here. It's really amazing. I love mint. It spreads. Oh, it spreads beautiful. I do not yet see. That may be the skull cap. I'm not sure. See, I can't reach. The problem is this. I can't reach stuff here. I'm not sure. That might be the skull cap. I'm not sure. I forgot what that was. Mint isn't coming up yet. But I'm going to leave that protected a little for now. And tomorrow I'm going to cover it some more to make sure it doesn't get frozen. I can take out these fences. These are the wires I'll use to rabbit proof the wooden fences out there along here on the bottom. So we're doing it. We're getting it. Now over here, see, I've got everything covered. I can't mulch here. I can't really get the grass out. It's awkward. I'll be able to take all that out. And this herb bed here is starting to wake up, and I'll be able to get in here and weed. The grass is taking over, and these wires will run along the bottom edge of that. Over here, see, I've got little temporary fences everywhere. Here we've got a mesh fencing, more like a snow fence, And there will be chicken wire along the bottom lip to keep out rabbits and chickens. Well, the chickens won't come through. That'll keep the rabbits out. The chicken wire will be on the outside of that, and that mesh pretty much just runs all the way to the back corner on this end and keeps out the birds. So, my orchard. I'll soon be able to walk freely everywhere in here without any restrictions. And then I'm going to put some either mulched or stone pathways in here, I'm not yet sure, around the different herb groups. And it's going to start, this is going to be one of our best years ever here at the homestead. I love that fence. I really love that fence. Well, that's it so far. I think it's lunchtime. Melanie and Michelle transplanted strawberries from our ones that we bought that had babies into these two beds. I see there's a little room left. Those are wild strawberries, and we decided that they love this area so much, we put our tame strawberries in the raised beds instead of trying to plant vegetables back here that didn't do well. So there's that. In the garden, Melanie and Michelle are putting down cardboard followed by mulch, and hopefully going to reduce the amount of work we have to do out here. And over here, here's where she pulled out all the strawberries that had grown out of their bed. It's a nice bed of berries. And Michelle's going to have her own garden, her very own. It's all for her. We'll finish that in the next day or so. But that is tasty. Now for tonight, I have to build a gate. I have a big step over, so big step. I've removed all the fencing here, and I removed all but the bottom layer. I still have to get that tomorrow from my herb bed, and then I have to get in here. I don't know, ground cherries are taking over. They're neat, but I really don't want to have an herb bed full of ground cherries. I don't know if I want to take them out or not, but they sure spread. Well, actually, that's all. They'll end up fully taken over if I don't fight them. But, oh wow, they're thick in here. They're getting bad. Yeah, I'm going to have to get in here. Between that and the grass, I've got a fight in my hands. So, my roses are finally starting to grow this year, though. Finally. And I spent some time, considerable time. I removed all the fencing around this bed and I weeded it. And it looks like everything's starting to grow now. Now we're going to freeze tomorrow night, so yeah, we'll see how it goes. But wow, the ground cherries are flowering in abundance this year. These ones I'm going to leave and see how they do. Look at that. That's a lot of flowers on them. That's just so many. Yeah, so this one's clean. Now I can get to it and I can weed it better. So this one I didn't get the bottom row yet, but I'm able to reach in now and work on it. Tomorrow I'll finish taking it off and I'll spread the straw out somewhere else. Right now it's just heaping, and then I'm going to mulch heavily. I'll scoop up that straw and put it somewhere where it needs fertilizer, because that's good bedding and fertilizer as it breaks down. And I'm going to mulch really thick around this base, and then I can get in there and weed better. But everything's starting to take off. I just hope it survives the freeze. It's really starting to grow green. Well, anyway, we've got the start of my orchard this year starting to take shape. It's fenced in all the way around, 360 degrees. Mostly animal proof, but I've got some work to do. Still got some work to do. Well, please like this video. Subscribe if you haven't. You never know what we're doing tomorrow at the homestead. This is Troy from the Do-It-Yourself World and the Off-Grid Project. Another day coming to a close. A satisfying day. Good night.